kill for a drink.
Hey, hon.
If you're heading out, why not come with me?
Sure, let's go.
All right, let's go. Nothing will
This is
change
Radio Freedom,
unless you
voice
make
of
it
the
happen.
Minutemen. It's 6 o'clock.
What do you
Nothing to
need?
report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Greetings, buddy. Would you like a cold one, or did you want to hear a joke?
It's getting dark out there, people.
Hey.
Stay safe. All quiet.
Over here.
It's how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Huh?
Another day of hard work. It never changes. Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid. No more kidding.
Hey.
I'm ready.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
I'll start scanning.
Hey. Move here.
I will not be recommending this place to your friends.
Here.
Can't do it right now.
Whenever you're ready.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. By the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh.
Broadcasting all day, all
Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hey.
Sure. Lead the way.
Your thoughts?
Hey, hun. You look tired.
That was all I had.
Sure.
7 p.m. here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report.
Hey.
Stay safe,
Yes.
people.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here.
Heads up.
You're quite reserved. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Shaun?
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Shaun? Oh my god. It's really you.
Shaun. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Shaun, it's me. I'm your dad.
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Shh. It'll be okay, Shaun. Mommy's here now.
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Shaun.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Shaun. I'm here now.
Shaun, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
I don't know you. Go away.
Please, Shaun. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Damn it. Shaun, open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Shaun. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey...
Sure.
Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Shaun. The real Shaun. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Please. All I want to do is find my baby.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. Mother, Father, it's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Shaun. I am your son.
Shaun? Oh my God. It's really you.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true.
Hun?
In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am.
Shaun. I've been looking for you for so long.
I'm sorry, Mother. I know it was likely difficult for you. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. To be a family.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from. Just give me time. What else can I say?
Uh-huh. Your mother. She never got to see you grow up.
I know. And I am sorry. I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It's an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Shaun.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I...
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. I know there's more for us to discuss. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthrough. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute.
Hun? What do you think we should do?
You want me to stay here?
Yes, that is what I propose. The Institute can provide a better life than anything. You've been in the Commonwealth.
Your institute?
Yes, well, the world is not what it used to be. What about the people you've aided in order to get here? What atrocities have they committed? The Brotherhood of Steel. They believe they're the only ones fit to control technology and destroy anyone who opposes them. And you would side with...
Right.
None have any true claim to nobility in this world. Those days are gone. But we are not the monsters we have been cast as. I simply ask that you give the... We really do have humanity's best. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities. Dr. A. And finally, Dr. Lee...
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Excuse me, Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. If you don't mind my asking, what?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the others. So, now that you're here...
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll take your time. If there's anything else you'd like to...
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of He coordinates with bioscience to... We also make use of a number of synth units for low priority...
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Let's see what you have.
Operating authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Seriously think they're
Report anything suspicious to the
SRB.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package
We're all
upgrades
looking
I
forward
asked
to
for.
working with
Maybe
you.
I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. Sometimes you have to lean on the other departments a little to get what you need.
Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you. Despite your relation to Father, I'm sure you understand.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time. It's nothing personal. Now, Father has asked our primary responsibility...
I'm sure it's best for everyone if...
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be... Our main instrument is the Courser. A third-generation... Coursers hunt down and They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, but I gather you know all this. In fact, I'd very much...
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough. Now, unless you need some...
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, we then begin the delicate process of restoring. In those cases where the procedure is successful, all too often we're unable to repair the damage and are forced.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
Scanning. Subject identified.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
The dosage will be much larger this time.
She's been at it for over
for 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Excuse me, doctor?
Ah, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know who you are.
Uh-huh. Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, before I forget. I've been told to install a course. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement.
Uh-huh.
In case the significance is low, if nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust.
Sure.
Now, unless...
Uh-huh. I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet.
Doctor.
I wonder how the
Welcome.
Warwick family is
So
doing.
good to have you here.
Young
Dr.
Wally must
Clayton
be close
Holder.
to 10 years old by
I
now.
can't wait for you to
It's
see.
remarkable that
I
any
look
child
forward to
could
learning
survive
more
for
about...
In that case, let me give you, as the name implies, our most important directive. To that end, we've even started to... You probably saw the gorillas.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, I'm sure I've taken up...
Right. I'm not sure how well I'll fit in.
Great.
Uh-huh.
In any case.
Uh-huh. You mentioned medical care.
In that case, you'll want to introduce... He's our top biologist, and also Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. You won't find...
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute does... all the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. After that...
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Damn ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute.
Uh-huh.
I'm quite disappointed you chose... However, since you've unexpectedly, first and foremost, I want there could be data vital to this. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting during this process.
That's fortunate.
Yes. Securing useful... That said, after some time, she developed differences. We're fairly certain.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the... If you find out that there's a special project.
What's this project that needs...
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue.
Sure.
Just keep your mind... Good luck, Knight.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
Want to smash something. Someday, super mutants kill everything.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Sturgis, remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
Oh, yeah? Why?
I'm working on something with the Brotherhood of Steel. They want to look at the data.
Here you go.
Sure.
Felder Maxson ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell. I'd be the first one.
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see your...
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I build, too. But that's because... Speaking of technology, I'm dying to find out what...
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness.
That would be the... Before we jump to conclude, I'm sure the Institute has...
Sure.
After that, we'll have to see what we've got. In the meantime, your mission... Good luck, Knight.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Safety first. Remember that.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you. I knew it was just a matter of time. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my...
You're giving me your word, even though we... I might not agree with everything. Say what you came here.
Are you happy here?
You'd think, being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with...
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. They seem to have everything under...
The Brotherhood valued your presence.
Well, tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come... What reason?
Father trusts me, and so...
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like they're... But still...
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there... dying. And here I am, surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.